Hello everyone, this is Maria from Maxifisio. I prepared for you today a group of exercises that can help you if you're suffering with back pain, but you feel a little bit apprehensive to lie on the floor. So all of these exercises can be done in a standing, and all you need is a theraband, a resistant band like this. As always, if you like this video, please give me a like at the end of it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet, and you can always go to my website maxifisio.com, and you have all the information about all the online classes that I'm currently teaching via Zoom. So we're going to start in a standing. I want you to think of coming with your legs about hip width apart and toes pointing forward, and just have a moment to actually think of actively lengthening the spine. I want you to pay attention to the hips and the lower back. I'll be showing you this from the side view in a moment. Maybe place one hand onto the lower tummy, one hand onto your sacrum, and you're going to very slowly begin to round and arch through the lower back. It needs to be comfortable, shouldn't be painful. So if you think of tucking the tailbone under very gently and then arching away, maybe you can see it better like this. So just getting a little bit of movement so you can feel how much you move one direction, how much you move the other direction. Also feel whether there's a particular part of the movement where your back feels a bit sensitive, so you're aware of it. And maybe just try to work slowly through it. And we're going to try to do this stop neutral, so in the middle between the two, which should be where your back is fairly straight, front of the hips, back of the hips are on the same line. I'll just come a bit more on this angle, and because you're going to see me better with what I'm going to demonstrate now, and I want you to stay tall again, chest open. Maybe keep the hands onto the lower tummy. We're going to work a bit with the breath as well, so take a deep breath in, feel the belly expanding, breathe out, and just feel your belly drawing in, tummy to the spine. And we're going to repeat it again. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you feel the tummy drawing in, also have that sensation of maybe growing a little bit taller. Let's go again. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're going to try to continue with that breath. We're going to start using the resistance of the band. You can obviously wrap these around a door handle, or just use something you got at home, whatever it's available. Try to hold the band evenly. We're going to inhale again, and as we exhale, think of again drawing your tummy in, and then begin to pull on the band. It's like a row. Shoulder blades connecting, elbows squeeze into the back, and release. And it's important that you keep the position of the spine, so I don't want you to be leaning forward or again slouching. I really want you to stay very tall. I'm going to step back so I can create a bit more tension. And even though you're going to feel with the arms, I really want you to think of integrating your tummy with the pull. And you can do this for about 10 repetitions, just to get a little bit of your breath, your core, the arms going together. Or of course, if you want to stop before the 10, you get fatigued, that's fine too. So once you finish your 10, maybe you'll need to hold the band a little bit looser for the next one. Think of this like a plow type of movement. The arms are going to go straight, palms facing in still. And then this should bring you a little bit more tension through the core, should make you feel a bit more of the tummy muscles. So we'll try to breathe in as we release, and think again of breathing out as you draw in through the core. Good. And let's repeat it again. Exhale and try to feel that as you pull, connecting both things. Again, this is very good for your posture in any case. It's going to open up the chest too. And you can go again for about those 10 repetitions, or if you want to do a few less, you can always maybe start 5 or 6 and then build it up accordingly. Okay, so what we're going to try to do now is just reproduce a bit of a squatting motion. The squat is a functional movement, so every time we sit down on a chair or we stand up from a chair, we're actually performing a squat because we need to bend the knees and the hips. It's important that we do this, obviously, especially if you've been having back pain or back problems in the past, that we do this with a good technique. And we're going to use the band for a bit of support. So what I want you to try to do is just think of beginning to soften the knees. And then just picture a skier Bend your knees, watch your knees, they don't knock in or anything dodgy, and just allow the chest to come forward. You reach your arms a little bit to the front. And I want you to notice how my back stays straight. So I'm obviously flexing the hip, but not my lower back. My lower back is not doing this. Okay, and in fact, actually, if I do that, my back doesn't like it, even though I don't really have back problems. So obviously, if you have any back issues and you're doing this with a bad form, your back will probably won't feel it's great for you. So really think of moving, even if it's just very gently, very small range, trying to bend the knees and allowing the chest to come forward, your back is straight, and then return to fully upright. Make sure you don't stay here. And let's repeat it again. Okay, so we can practice this again maybe 5-6 times so you get that motion again. We don't need to go too low. Just imagine as if you were about to sit on a chair behind you. Okay, or again, if you ever skied or you can picture someone skiing, think of that position throughout the body. Nice and strong, yeah? So we're going to be adding again that cloud motion we were doing before. I want you to try to breathe in as we come down. Breathe out as you return up. Think again of your tummy muscles pulling in and then adding the pull on the theraband. Then try to move, kind of flowing from one to the other. So as you release the band, come back to the squat and then come on up and pull. And of course, if you feel the squat is not appropriate at the moment, you can avoid it. But you can always do a mini squat if that makes sense, and then progress it. Because as I say, when you stand up and you sit down, you're going to be doing a squat, even though we don't think about it, whether you perform it well or not, but that's the sort of movement that your body goes through. So you can do again about 5 to 10 repetitions. And then from here, we're going to do something that's called Pallof exercise, which again is great for the core. We're going to use the band. I would suggest that you have enough tension on the band because this needs to feel like you have enough resistance. We're basically going to bring the arms forward. I'll show you without the band. So basically, you're going to do this motion. And we'll be doing it facing both ways. I'll be turning around after. And you'll be getting a little bit more your obliques. But this is a very good stability exercise for your back. And it really gets the core working strong. So it's great, again, to give you that sort of a spine stability. On an upright position, which is safe. So think again of staying tall, breathing. As you breathe, I think of your tummy draining. And then just bring your arms forward. Feel the tension and release. If you don't feel the tension on the core, then you need to step further back. You'll feel obviously a little bit your shoulders too, especially the one that you got closer to the band. But I want you to make sure again that gives you a little bit of work on the tummy. So we'll exhale forward and back. And I want you to try to do it sort of powerful in a way. So it's not that I'm doing it very slow. You want to try to do it kind of almost like explosive, if that makes sense. Obviously, you can maybe start the first one so you get the hint of the movement is slower. So maybe do 2 or 3 to this pace. And then once you feel a bit more confident with it, then just try to perform a bit stronger. Hold for about a couple of seconds, 2 or 3 if you like, and then release it slowly. We'll repeat it again. And you're going to be doing this again about 5 to 10 reps, 10 ideally, but build it up as you need to. Then once you've done one side, you can just spin around and we'll do the other side. So I'm going to be facing slightly away from you, but you can see it again from here. I might need to adjust myself. I think it's better if I'm on this angle. So start maybe slowly. Again, so you have a hint of the movement. Again, if it doesn't feel too strong, step a little bit further away. Think again of your tall posture. And once we've done those, just try to go a little bit faster and back. I think I still need to be a bit more here. That's better. Yeah, and you'll notice anyway, one side is a bit stronger than the other. I'm right-handed, so I'm doing now my right side. This feels a lot easier than my left. And you might notice that too, yeah, your dominant side might be stronger, but if you've been having problems on one side of the back, maybe that side will be weaker, independently whether it's your dominant or your non-dominant side. So I'm going to perform another couple, but again, you can finish your 5 to 10 reps. Again, remember about holding it for 1, 2, maybe 3 if you can. Release. Gonna add an extra one. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Release. And back. Good. After you've done those, I would suggest to maybe do a couple of shoulder rolls, just to release a little bit the shoulders. maybe just do it a couple again the other way, so you do both directions of movement. And then just stay again tall, just after the exercise we've done, just try to notice the changes on the body and your posture. You should feel a little bit more aware of the core area, yeah, and then hopefully a little bit taller. I definitely feel a little bit more upright, which is a little bit what your tummy does. It just supports the spine and it helps it to stay lengthened. And then allow you to just finish by taking the arms up. You're not going to see the top of my arms, but just think of lift and then gently, and then release that. And just notice again how your back stays neutral. So I'm not arching my back. I just want you to think of that sensation of your tummy supporting you and just feeling your arms light, helping you to lengthen, spine to grow tall, but keeping your posture. And let's repeat about 3 more times. Good. And just going to do it once more, last one here. And release. Great. So this is the end of the video. As you see, it's only a few exercises. It won't take you too long, but it's a great way to start maybe a bit of your rehab, or again, if you've been having back problems, just to start something that it's easily done standing. You don't need to come down to the floor, and all you need is a band to perform with, to do this at home. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, you're welcome to leave me a comment if you have any suggestions for any other content or any other videos you would like to see. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.